mutant activity detected in this area. Cause unknown.
Good to know. I'll be careful.
Commander.
Aren, Tabora, Imeredium.
Please repeat last.
What?
Located. Control chips. A terrace.
Outstanding. We should run another compatibility check with those things. What would you need to take control of these chips? A virus? Special control algorithms? Anything we haven't considered yet?
Information insufficient for reliable projection.
Why'd you have to say that now?
Response to last inquiry accurate based on fact pattern.
Great, but at what point is it a fact for you? 80%? 90%?
Threshold for functional certainty depends on nature of query.
Right, that's what I was asking. Okay, let's look for the chips in the terrace.
Acknowledged. Nearest control node chips located ahead.
Good. You follow me, I'll go on. We might come into contact again, so be ready.
Preparations initiated. Complete. Sloping terrain detected. Soil analysis initiated.
So, what does your analysis show?
Molten rock traces and Elex deposits detected in soil.
Keep going. Otherwise, that kid will have to wake up to a broken world.
Contact. Additional agitators located.
Imagine my surprise.
Weapon systems online.
Sure hope so. Imagine my surprise. Ugh, my head. I need to concentrate. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
Probability of human survival within critical range.
What the hell? No, just can't do that yet.
Stop! You're standing in front of the holy grotto of Ravak, the god of oblivion. What's your business here?
Holy? It's a hole. You know that, right?
Watch your tongue, boy. Or should I cut it out?
Ease up, okay? He doesn't know the rules. Let's start again. What do you want here? Answer or leave?
I want to come inside.
Let in a stranger? Don't make me laugh.
You should advise, nothing more. You're a stranger. Why should we let you in? Do you know what awaits you in here? No easy life. We're Morcons. Our life is hard. Work is our way.
Work and pain.
What kind of work?
Anything that needs to be done.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
Easy to say, harder to prove. Understand this. If you enter and we don't like what you do, you will not leave.
I'll be careful.
Good. You may pass.
Do you really intend to let him pass? What is wrong with you?
That's not your decision to make.
Bring him to Khan. He should decide.
Good idea. You stay beside me, got it? Follow me. Okay, I don't think Marat can hear us anymore. Which means...
You! Come here and state your purpose.
Who's asking?
Arrogant wretch. Who do you think you are? I know you don't belong here. I can smell an outsider from 3 tunnels away. Tell me, what is the general situation beyond the grotto's gates?
It's fairly peaceful right now.
Is it indeed? Those sound like empty words from someone too unobservant to survive on Magalan for long. You're Jax, right? The outsider I've heard so much about. The former Alp commander who ended the war between the Free People and the Alps. Oof, you have quite a reputation there.
Knowing all that, I'm surprised you'll even tolerate me being here.
Oh, you're not the powerful leader of the Free People you once were. Your word carries little weight now. But perhaps there's still a use for you. I didn't get this far by discarding all but the most effective tools. I see immense destructive potential in you, just waiting to be unleashed. Maybe you can give me a glimpse of what you're truly capable of.
You're a Morcon patriarch?
Victor is the only name I go by. Grandiose titles are like bad prostitutes. Use them once, and you're stuck with something unpleasant for life. This world is a festering cesspit. We weren't put here to make a mark in the filth. Our role is only to ensure that the eternal silence returns. Never forget that.
Did you know some Morcons slaughtered the Berserkers at the World Heart to the west?
Oh, did they now? I assume that's Dragon and his band of infidels. Forget him. He's an unbeliever who puts material wealth above all else. The worthless scum that follow him only do so as long as they're paid. One day he'll wake up with a knife in his back. And no one here will be surprised or particularly bothered. I strongly suggest you adopt the same attitude towards him.
I know who you mean. He's not a problem anymore.
We came from nothing, and so we must return to nothing.
You're preparing for a large-scale conflict, right?
We have a sacred mission to fulfill. All our efforts must be focused on improving our military capabilities. We have no place for those too weak, too indecisive to embrace our vision. The Tormentors will see to that.
What does this sacred mission entail?
Alb and outlaw scum to the north, berserkers and clerics to the west. All festering sores on our world, pestilent growths that plague our existence. Plagues must be eradicated. They must not be allowed to spread. That is Ravok's will, and so it is our responsibility to see it enacted.
You're talking about open warfare.
Of course, but all we need is improved military strength. We will achieve our goal. Failing Ravok is not an option. At this time, a large-scale offensive would be unwise. But if we're patient, the newcomers to the Battle of Magalan will do their part. Let the foreign interlopers run riot for now, and we will deal with whatever is left.
How will you deal with the aliens?
The Dark Towers that descended upon Caracas are a sign. The time of deliverance is close at hand. Ravok will guide us. Patience is our most powerful weapon. Soon the heretics will atone for their sins. And don't forget, in the beginning there was darkness, oblivion, balance. We came from nothing, and so we must return to nothing. This we do in Ravok's name. Now leave me. I have business to attend to.
Oh yeah. Which means no more pointless bickering. I'm not taking you to Khan. I only said that to shut Murad up. I'm Dimitri, by the way. Now listen, if you really want to stay here, there's a few things you should know.
I don't want any trouble. Just take me to Khan.
Definitely not a good idea to have you running around here on your own. Someone has to tell you our rules and customs. Otherwise, you'll get in trouble.
You're right. Khan can wait.
Good. Now I can tell you what to watch out for down here. Come on, I'll show you around and tell you what you need to know. Come on then. See that big passageway up ahead, one level below us? Behind it is Ravok's Cathedral and the Blood Cistern. Only the higher-ups are allowed to pay homage there to Ravok and his eternal oblivion. You shouldn't even try to get to the cathedral. If you want in, you'll have to join us, or make one hell of an impression on Khan. Let's move on. Still lots to see. We're just about to enter the War District. That's where we poachers have our cages for bringing new recruits into Morcon society. You joined up voluntarily. Otherwise, you'd probably be in there with the prisoners. Besides the cages, there's also the arena. You can see that later.
The Great Khan will not be disturbed. Be gone. The Great Khan will not be disturbed. Be gone.
So be it.
The Great Khan will not be disturbed. Be gone.
Only true servants of Ravok may enter this place. Are you a true servant of Ravok?
I am.
And what proof do you have? You're a stranger to me. Probably one of the new poachers. If you want to come in, you will have to find a resistor who will vouch for you.
Not now.
May you find oblivion. I have some items for sale. You can take a look if you have the money. Only if you're allowed to trade, of course. But you should know that.
Not yet.
Then I don't know what you want from me.
Where do you get your goods?
From our warriors. Most of their loot goes to the community, but some's reserved for trading. And anything the traders can't sell ends up here.
System optimization initiated. Recommend environmental analysis.
Hey! You don't belong here. These tunnels could come down on your head at any time. Not a good place to be hunting rats.
You again.
Scrappy sent me. I need to talk to Fenris.
What do you need to talk to Fenris about?
I'll tell him myself.
But I want to hear it.
Let me pass if you care about the Iron Mine at all.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Before I let you in, you gotta know the rules. You can move around the fort freely. Except for the upper district. Only a chosen few can go there. If you try to get in, the guards will take care of you. If you steal something, the guards will take care of you. If you start a fight, the guards will take care of you. And if you've got a knife to someone's throat...
I get it. The guards will take care of me.
Nope. That's when we bury you. You get the point? Okay, go on, get out of here.
What about a tour of the place?
Of course, the tour. The boss is sick of all the newcomers' questions. Stryker can show you around the fort, okay?
I wasn't really listening to what Gardar told you. But you must want to know where to get food. I can explain that and more on the way. There's bound to be a few things you don't know about.
Okay.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Take me on a tour of the camp.
I was just getting ready to stretch my legs. Come on, then. Living quarters are located directly behind the entrance to the fort. Most cultivators and simple workers live here. You won't find any fucking snobs down here. They all live in the upper district. I'll show you that later, I guess, even though they won't let you in. This is Skinny's Soup Kitchen. You want something to eat and you're short on shards, Skinny's the man to talk to. You want to grab something before we keep going?
No. Let's keep going.
Okay. If we head over the bridge, we'll be in the trade district. Most of the bastards here want real shards for whatever they sell. They're not as agreeable as old Skinny. Sometimes you'll find traders from other factions here. Don't let them take you for a ride. If it was up to Gardar, they'd all be kicked out. I don't care. Let them trade if they want to. You want to take a look at some of the stalls before we keep going?
Nah, let's keep going.
Suit yourself. On our left, you'll see the Mana Shrine. This is where the real berserkers play around with Elex, magic, all that type of shit. I don't touch that stuff. We'll go to my shrine in a minute. Chloe's Berserker Shrine. And here we are, the most holy of holy places, the bar. Chloe is the only person who got to keep her post when the Berserkers took over. She ran this joint when this place was a desert, and she's still in charge now.
The Berserkers let Chloe keep the bar?
That's what I just said. I know it's hard to believe. I mean, they really changed every other fucking thing. At first I was like, what is this shit? Why do I have to join these tree huggers? But I got used to it. Their rules make sense when you think about it. And boy, those guys know how to brew beer. I can taste it now. Even the armor's more comfortable than those pieces of shit Baxter used to give us. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about being a berserker. But enough talk. You gonna buy me a beer, or shall we keep going?
Let's keep going.
Huh, guess that's a no on the beer. Ah, well, I'll grab one later. Follow me. We have to go past the Mana Shrine again and over the bridge. Then we'll be in the last district everyone is allowed to visit. I admit I can't tell you much about the healers. They're I mean, they brew potions and shit. I don't understand a word of it. Go talk to them if you're interested. They trained in Goliath, real masters of their trade. The only thing I know is that they make damn good healing potions. I'd be willing to bet they also brew up the stuff Chloe sells. Tour's almost over. Let's keep going. Over there's the entrance to the upper district. Only the rich fucks are allowed in, and rats in charge. I still can't believe they made that bum the boss. here we are. If you don't have permission to enter the upper district, you should talk to Fenris. He's the only one who can let you in, unless Rat wants to see you. Other than that, you've pretty much seen the whole fort now. Any questions?
How did you end up as a berserker?
When the berserkers took over the fort and chased off the old Duke, tons of outlaws took off and settled in Crater City with Baxter. But I didn't. No fucking way I'm gonna report to Baxter, the bastard. I'll stick with the Rat and the berserkers. Have to admit, I do miss the high a little, but I'm not going begging to that lot for the sake of a few chems.
You used to be addicted to chems?
You could say that, yeah. I took them every day before sleep and as soon as I woke up. That shit really makes you the best of the best, but if you do it for too long, it eats at your brain and destroys you. Better stay away, that's my advice. Oh, one more thing. I always forget this part. I'm gonna need a few shards from you as payment for the tour.
No problem.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Densely populated area detected. Deactivating enemy sensors.
Scrappy sent me. Everyone in the iron mine is dead.
Are you serious?
The mine's full of gas. They suffocated.
By the sword of Ragnar, just what we need. Without supplies from the mine, we cannot make weapons and armor. It'll only be a matter of time until we're overrun by those creatures. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Take these shards to Scrappy.
What for?
Tell Scrappy to use the shards to fix this, however he can.
How am I doing?
I haven't heard from Scrappy yet. Thorhild never mentioned you. Tylus has never heard of you. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. At least one of them has to support you if you want access to the upper district. You'll have to try harder.
How am I doing?
I haven't heard from Scrappy yet. Thorhild never mentioned you. Tylus has never heard of you. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. At least one of them has to support you if you want access to the upper district. You'll have to try harder.
Hey! Hey, come over here! So, you made it past the gate guard.
Do I know you?
Not yet, but you will soon. We have something in common, you see.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Well, we're both standing here. But maybe this isn't the time for joking around. I'm Hank. How you doing? I bet you worked hard to get in here, huh? It's a slog. Believe me, I know. Had to work with the salvagers back in the day before I was allowed in. So, I want to make you an offer. A little head start never hurt anyone.
I'm not sure.
It's okay, you can trust me. I would have been thrown out a long time ago if I wasn't legit. So take the stick out of your ass and relax. Let's talk business. I have no issue with shards, but there are plenty of other more interesting ways to pay. I trade items, for example. Then put the profits to good use. But since we all need shards sometimes, how about making a small investment? Consider it an advance on any future business. Once it's made, we can exchange things sometimes, and I'll give you something valuable in return.
I have to pay you to trade with me.
Kind of. Think long term, though. It'll be worth your while sometime in the future. You give me shards, I invest them wisely. I'm not interested in wasting my time or yours. You should see the rare, priceless pieces I've got my hands on before. It's what I do. Trust me. Here, shake my hand. I can tell you're starting to realize it makes sense.
Is that enough? Are we good?
Oh, we're good. You won't regret it. Don't get tricked out of the rest of your shards now. It can happen. It's why I mostly trade in objects. You get it, I can tell. How does 2 days sound? Then I'll have something you won't believe. I'm excited just thinking about it. Meet me back here.
Got anything to trade?
Oh, you're too early. Come back later.
I see. My head. This damn infection. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me. The worst thing about this disease is the feeling like I'm losing control. Ugh. My head. Got anything to trade?
Oh, you're too early. Come back later.
Terrain unstable. Recommend caution. High probability of collapse.
Weird.
Environmental scan initiated. Large amount of debris detected.
Don't move. Who are you? What are you... Wait a moment. Tell me, stranger, what's your name?
Name's Jax.
Then I wasn't mistaken. Amazing! I heard you were dead! Is it true you defeated the hybrid with your bare hands?
First, tell me who you are.
My name is Radek. Azok will want to know you're here.
Who's that?
I'm sure he'll tell you himself. A lot has changed since the depot was set up. Come on, I'll show you around. Looks like your drone disapproves.
He's just worried that you're gonna reset his systems.
That will not happen. We are focused on other things. Shall we go?
Well, the tour can't hurt.
Come on, let's go. Follow me. Are you planning on staying?
We'll see. Why?
You see, the thing is, you're not exactly popular here. Many among us want you dead for what you did to the hybrid. Speaking of dead, we're in luck. There's an execution today. We really don't want to miss that.
The verdict has been passed. Unlawful efficiency has been proven beyond reasonable doubt. The defendant has accepted the judgment. Execute the convicted party. Good work. You know the drill. Pick up your posts as soon as you're done.
I was wondering how long they were going to let him get away with his behavior. Next, we'll head on over to our research facility.
What? So that's it? He was just killed?
His inefficiency sealed his fate.
What were his crimes?
Anyone who violates the directive is executed. Simple as that. That seems to shock you? You must remember the directive and what it says.
I do. I guess not as much has changed as I thought it had.
Is that pity in your voice? Interesting. I've heard you've let your emotions run wild. Let's walk and talk about it. Don't think that we have no emotions. We were forced to accept that being emotionless didn't help our evolutionary development. It blinded us. it made it possible for someone like you to almost bring us down. That's why everyone is given only as much Elex as they need to do their job as effectively as possible. Right now, we're standing in front of the Computing and Research Center. This is where the optimal level of Elex consumption is calculated, among other things.
What is the optimal amount, then?
That depends on your assignment. A tactician who doesn't fear for his troops won't be an effective tactician. On the other hand, a guard who's afraid of killing is not an efficient guard. The middle way seems to be the best choice.
Middle way? What do you mean?
Being completely emotionless did not bring us any closer to our goal. But too many emotions won't help us either. We're looking for an ideal compromise. And when it comes to making these calculations, this research facility is particularly good. Now, if you have no more questions, I have something else to show you. Follow me.
You were talking about an experiment. What should I expect?
We're trying to breed children who...
Hang on. You're doing what?
We're creating a new generation of rationally thinking tacticians. Let's go into the classroom and have a quick listen. Maybe we can learn something.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall.
This is a training session for our children. This is where the Elex experiments are performed.
You're giving kids Elex?
No. We're experimenting with not giving the kids any Elex, teaching them to think logically and precisely without it. Most albs never learn to handle emotion. Without Elex, many of us are completely at the mercy of our feelings. That's what we're trying to prevent from happening with these children. They're taught how to deal with emotions without neglecting their efficient thinking.
Without Elex, they're nothing more than normal people, aren't they?
No. As soon as they're of age, they'll be given their daily Elex rations like everyone else. According to our calculations, with access to Elex, emotionally strengthened albs should be able to reach the next stage of evolution.
That sounds barbaric. You shouldn't be experimenting on kids.
The results will be worth it. Besides, we have proof that it can work.
Such as?
You. You were an alb and managed to keep your emotions under control. We suspect that's the only reason you were able to stand up to the hybrid. We're studying this phenomenon and trying to recreate it so we can perfect it. But if you want to know more, you should talk to our scientists. Let's keep going. We are about to enter the collector's sector. They're responsible for finding Elex and bringing it to the silos. It's not particularly demanding. The collectors who live here don't need to be especially efficient. So they only get low doses of Elex, which makes them prone to uncontrolled emotional outbursts. If it were up to me, we wouldn't let them stay in the depot. We'd ship them out somewhere. Let's keep going. I don't like being around these people. Follow me. You might have noticed that back here, it's much more disorganized. Not like the rest of the depot. The collectors and their lifestyle is a source of friction. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting robbed. It wouldn't have happened in the hybrid's day. Luckily, we're now out of the collector's sector again. Right here, we're entering the soldiers' area. Things are a lot more orderly here. These guys make difficult decisions, so they get correspondingly larger rations of Elex. And you can stock up on decent weapons here, too.
You allow trading in the depot?
We do now. Trade has helped us to create a kind of reward system for effective action. We pay our workers with Elexit. They use it to buy things that help them work more efficiently. It seems to motivate them. But you can take a look at all that later. Right now, I'm gonna take you to Azok. Come on. That's the agent's precinct up there. Their job is to keep an eye on the collectors and everyone else. They make sure everyone takes their Elex ration and that nobody takes more or less. They keep an eye on things and keep everybody in line. I hope this has helped you get an idea of how the depot works, and that your return to our ranks won't be too tricky.
It won't.
I expected nothing else from someone like you. I look forward to welcoming you back to the team soon. I'm going back to the gate now. May efficiency guide your actions.
High concentrations of Elex detected. Mining recommended.
I don't think the Albs would like that very much. Shit. I don't know. Ugh, my head. The infection. I'd already forgotten about it again. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
You dare just show up? We won't tolerate filthy traitors here.
Traitor? The fuck are you talking about?
You know full well. You brought down the hybrid. You destroyed the converters. You killed our people. If permitted, I would execute you where you stand.
There was no future with the hybrid. Not for anyone. I did what needed to be done.
You think you have the right to decide that?
If you want to execute me, do it already. But what would be the point? You're all doing just fine as far as I can tell.
Threat identified. Calculating defensive measures.
Deactivate your language module or I'll have you melted. And now back to you. Your judgment is as substandard as your character. Our supply of Elex is pitiful. We've lost half our territory. The fight against the new invaders is tying up valuable resources.
And you think that's my fault?
I know it is. Just so you know, I've been tasked to protect us all from harm. And you're making it difficult to tolerate your presence.
I've never seen you this mad, Orisa.
That's not what we're talking about. But why do you think that is?
If you've got such a problem with me, why are we even talking? Tell your agents to pull the trigger.
And go against Azok? I don't think so. In any event, a quick death is too good for you.
You expect me to just disappear?
I'm giving you a choice. Sneak off like you did before, or find a way to fix the harm you caused. If it's the former, stop wasting my time and leave.
Where's my help needed?
Go to the crater. Find out if someone named Skibor is alive or dead.
What's the point of that?
I asked for help, not questions. You'll have to earn answers, let alone trust. Now do what I told you. Find Skibor. If he's alive when you get there, keep him that way.
I don't know enough about that.
Step forward and begin.
I don't have time for you right now.
Hey, you still owe me shards for the tour I gave you, remember?
I'm not giving you any money.
Listen up, buddy. I'll be nice this time. You got one last chance. 2 days. After that, you pay me double, or I'll be forced to get violent. Got it?
Hi. Can I show you something?
Can it wait?
No, you need to see it.
Oh, really? Let me see.
I said I wanted to show you something. Actually, I want your opinion. Nobody listens to me.
Analyzing.
What's the machine doing?
Carbon monoxide residue detected on child. Analysis suggests child recently smoked.
What? That's not true. Look, I have to show you something.
Further analysis indicates
Yeah, come on. We have to go behind Hitch's hut. I'm not technically allowed to go there anymore, but now you're coming with me.
I wish I wasn't.
Don't worry, mister. I bet you're surprised to be here. So, go on.
What are you talking about? I don't see anything.
You adults are so big, you forget to look down at your feet. There are so many cigarettes on the ground here.
Cigarettes.
That's what I said. Cigarettes. Look closely at them, and then tell me what you see. Look, but don't touch. That.
A few cigarette butts. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I said look, don't touch.
Yeah, okay. Here, the ore for the tools.
Well, the supplies are no longer a problem. Now on to the next thing. I said I'd give you 3 days at the anvil. That'll get 5 quality tools, or 10 basic ones. I always say quality is worth it, but 5 won't be enough for every cultivator. I won't guarantee quality for double that many, just so we're clear. So what'll it be? Come on, decide now. Ain't got all day.
Make me 5 quality tools.
Good. Tell Thorhill she got her way. Next beer's on you. I'll deliver them myself. No need for you to come collect them.
Teach me how to be a blacksmith.
What do you want to know?
Let's trade.
Yeah, sure. You got an invitation?
Watch out for the guards. Not all of them are happy to let you go from one district to another. So just watch yourself, okay?
You'd have put me in a cage if I hadn't come here voluntarily?
We need new blood, and you look like a good prospect. So yeah, that might have happened. I used to work at the cages myself, so come on, I'll show you where I used to work. As a non-Morcon, this must seem strange to you.
Yeah, a little.
If we lose a worker, then that endangers the balance. So we have to keep our numbers up to help us survive. We get these new recruits, teach them all about our way of life, and make them into new Morcons. It's a good life here in the grotto, better than anything outside. So our recruits are safer here, and soon forget about their old lives. But I've said too much. What do you mean there's nothing?
You really abduct people and put them into cages?
It's not as bad as it sounds, honest. Lots of the people we bring here don't get that we're just trying to save them, but they all see the truth eventually. Trust me, it's kept us going for over 100 years. We survived the impact. We survived decades of isolation and wars. We'll survive whatever these strange towers mean. You'll see. The path of the Morcons is the only true path.
Can I fight in the arena too?
Even though you're not a Morcon, you mean? It's very unusual, but the arena master is just over there. We can go ask him.
You should know better than anyone that Ghosta puts a price on everything.
That's why I sent you. Even if they say yes, do me a favor and don't do it now. We haven't got the time. If you get killed in the arena, I'll have to explain it to Khan somehow. I'll wait here for you.
System optimization initiated. Recommend environmental analysis.
Did you want to talk to the arena master? His name is Attila. He must be around here somewhere. Or have you changed your mind?
Let's move on.
Sure thing.
I don't think you fought in the arena yet.
Finally, we get to the heart of the grotto. The residential district is a holy place for many of us. A place of tranquility, contemplation, and drinking. We don't relax often, but when we do, it's in the cellar with Ghosta. Besides the residential district, there's also the quartermaster's district and trader's district. Who knows how Khan will react to you? Take this opportunity to buy a few things. You might not get another chance. I suggest you talk to Tengus. He might allow you to trade here. Then your journey won't have been for nothing.
You really all live down here?
You get used to it, and it's safe. But watch out for the tunnels at the back. They're old and in danger of collapsing.
I wouldn't have thought you'd have a bar here.
You mean the cellar? Yeah, as long as the goddamn resistors don't try to get it closed down. It's a good place, and its owner, Ghosta, is a useful man to know.
Let's keep moving.
Don't worry. I'll convince Khan to let you stay. Let's go and see him then. Stay close to me. One more thing you need to know. You don't speak unless Khan speaks to you. Understand?
You got it.
What are you doing here, Dmitri? You'd better have a good reason for leaving your post.
I need to...
But the Great Khan doesn't want to talk to you.
This stranger is asking for refuge.
Not now.
Interesting.
Murat and I both
Not
think
now.
he'd make a good Morcon. We've lost a lot of people recently. We need good new replacements.
And he came here voluntarily, you say?
Yes.
That's unusual. Khan will consider your request. The stranger can stay here until Khan has made his decision. He should return tomorrow and await Khan's judgment.
You get all that?
Yeah. Why didn't he tell me that himself?
It's the rules. As a Morcon, I'm superior to you, and also responsible for you. It's a privilege to speak with the voice of Khan, and an even bigger one when Khan addresses you personally. So, you heard him. Any more questions?
Why doesn't Khan speak himself?
Khan is a resistor, and he takes his devotion to oblivion, to the void. I guess you'd say nothingness? Very seriously. He holds his tongue as a sign of his absolute devotion to the silence of Ravak.
Sounds a little over the top.
You think that's over the top? There have been followers of Ravak who have taken their own lives to be one with the void. To die is to rejoin the purity of the oblivion.
Idiots.
You'll understand once you've accepted the teachings of Ravak. Just realize that no one is expected to devote themselves to Ravak as much as Khan does. All that is expected of an ordinary Morcon is that they honor the balance. Speaking little or seeking the peace of death is honorable, but we're still people with free will. But if you want people here to respect you, you have to prove you also champion the will of Ravak. Oh, and don't forget to check in with Khan once in a while. If you really can't wait, you can pass the time in the cellar. Or just sleep.
I'm busy already.
Good. Then I can leave you alone with a clear conscience. Murat's probably complaining already. I better get back. You'll find me at the gate if you need me. See ya.
You bet. Good.
Curious. About time.
know enough about that.
I got things to do.
Each man gets...
I can't right now.
But Master Tangus, it's just not enough.
May Ravak be with you. Interested in any of my gear?
Sure.
I'll need to see your permit.
Well,
No permit. Just as I thought. Come back when Tengus has given you one.
Perhaps you'd rather eat nothing at all.
Forgive me, Master.
I never questioned you again.
What do you want? We don't let your kind in here. Pay or get out.
don't like outsiders, huh?
Makes no difference to me where you're from. We're all worthless in the eyes of Ravak.
So what do you want?
What I want? Blood. Or sweat.
What?
That's what you can pay me in. So, which is it gonna be?
Blood? You mean I have to kill someone?
No, just a duel. No killing.
Against you?
Huh. It's that, or you pay in sweat.
What does that mean?
Work. So, what's it gonna be?
Sweat. I'll work.
We have to clear rubble from the tunnels.
Where are the tools for me to do that?
Right there on the end of your wrists. Just shift the little pieces. Bigger ones are someone else's problem. Don't let me see you again till you've finished.
About the rubble.
What about it?
Which tunnels do I look in?
All of them.
What?
You go in, you take a look. If there's rubble, you start clearing it.
That's it?
Well, there's the chance of being crushed or buried alive. Not very stable, them tunnels. So the roof might collapse in on you while you're digging.
I'll take my chances.
That's what the last asshole said. Just before the roof collapsed on him.